Hey collective, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Guys, not every message is going to resonate. Take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else to appreciate. Please and thank you. We all embody both masculine and feminine energies within us, okay? We all place yourself where you feel fit on the timeline. This could be your energy, someone else's energy. Someone else's energy, or a past energy. Okay, so let's see. We have ain't shit. So there's a drawing here, okay, and it looks pretty good. It looks like a masterpiece, but I feel like, you know, this could be somebody discovering that somebody underneath ain't shit. Like, you know, they look good on the outside, but in all actuality, they're not. Let's see. Get some more. We have obsessive lover. So an obsessive lover can possibly be ain't shit. Dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, and karmic. Well, we have a love triangle at the bottom of the deck. Third party, multiple lovers and choices. Somebody could have put you in a third party situation. You could have called somebody else on this behavior. This can be someone who is obsessively thinking of you. Dirt digging. Looking for dirt on you. Or you're looking for dirt on them. I haven't used this deck in a long time. I didn't know what to expect from this. Normally I review the cards and see if it'll resonate with, you know, a feeling. I didn't even do it this time. I just said, let's see what comes out. Well, what hit the floor and what came up, it says too busy winning. So despite all of what you've gone through, or what they've gone through, they could be dealing with an obsessive lover, someone who's very possessive, someone who's karmic. They could realize that a situation that they felt was perfect was really bullshit. Okay, now this karmic, whoever this person's, you know, obsessive lover is, now they're trying to dig up dirt about you, about them and you, while the two of you are busy winning. That's what I see here. 1 second. And I am back. Okay. Too busy winning. This could be somebody that you are currently dating. They could be coming out of a very toxic relationship. Yes, somebody is snooping. This toxic lover can be somebody who goes through people's phones. Like somebody can leave their phone unlocked or something, whatever. They go to the bathroom, they all up in it. Like, that's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful, and it shows like somebody wanted some sort of power and authority. Like somebody can, like, possesses over someone. You know, if you feel, or you have a gut feeling that someone is doing some fucked up shit behind your back or whatever, it's still not okay for you to dig, you know, for you to dig in their own personal things that they actually own and possess. If you have a feeling, even if you don't have the actual leave, if it's that much to you. But see, we all need to look. We need to have the receipts before we make a move, right? When the receipt is how we feel, whether you're right or you're wrong. If that's how you feel, then that means some sort of trust is broken in the connection here. Okay? Don't drag something out that doesn't need to be dragged out. Okay? I find it to be very disrespectful to look through people's things that they didn't give you permission. We have confusion. We have lack of trust. So again, this could be a situation where somebody was in a relationship that they felt like they were confused in because there was no trust. Okay, somebody felt like somebody was always cheating or somebody was always doing something, okay, to cause some sort of confusion, some sort of shift in a relationship here because they didn't trust the person. Was it the fact that they didn't trust the person, or the person's behaviors shifted and it caused them to feel confused? It caused them to get in a very unhealthy state, a karmic state, a possessive state. We have snooping came out again. Yeah, somebody is definitely trying to find some dirt here to cause some confusion in a new relationship between two people. Somebody doesn't want to let something go. It's like they don't want, how about they want to let it go, but they don't. You heard that saying, I don't want you, but I don't want nobody else to want you either. I know I'm saying it wrong, but this is the kind of energy that I'm picking up. Somebody doesn't want somebody, but they don't want that person to be with no one else. And this is where I feel like you come in here, collective. You could be dealing with somebody who has a real toxic karmic ex that they have children with. They're not giving this person a second chance. Yeah. I feel like this is somebody who wants a second chance. I do not take my cards in reverse. I just take the tarot cards in reverse, but I do not take the other cards in reverse, okay? I feel like this is somebody who wants a second chance with your person, okay? And this is why they're trying to cause some sort of confusion in your relationship with them. But let me tell you something. The only way that it can be disrupted is if your person allow it, okay? They're done. They've moved on, okay? Or this person needs to move on. But I feel like your person have moved on. You're too busy winning, okay? I feel like somebody was definitely trying to make something more difficult than it had to be. Like I said, this can be this person's baby mother. Maybe it could be like an ex-wife. Yeah, I feel like this is somebody who wanted this person to pretty much like beg, run after them. But they push this person away continuously. Now they're too busy winning with you here, collective. Yeah, because they unhappy and you're mad at them. Let me tell you something. It sucks when you get into a relationship with somebody and they got ex, especially if it's like a child's parent, somebody that they actually, actually had like a future with, or it's very difficult because they still have to maintain some sort of communication with this person, unless they decide to cut this person off and just deal with the kids directly. That's okay as well, but if you want to do it maturely, it's always good to kind of try to find a common ground with someone. This is somebody you just can't. I feel like this is somebody who's going to be very angry and upset that they allowed this person to get away, and they stayed away and they found you. You can definitely be coming into this person's life, changing new things. And I feel like it's more on a mental, more soul level than it is any kind of, sexual kind of innuendo. But not saying that that's not happening. But I feel like somebody who values your mind over your body. All right. And this ex is unsure as to why. Why are they so drawn to you? Why are they so drawn to the collective? All right. Let's find out why. We have the Queen of Cups, bottom of the deck. You show this person unconditional love, okay? But you don't play the radio with them. You're gentle when you are approaching them with things that may trigger you in ways that you aren't pleased with. This is a King of Pentacles, so they're all about their money, their bag. This is a protector. This is somebody who just wants to take care of you, somebody who just wants to spoil you. Somebody loves the way that you protect their heart, okay? This can be just like somebody who is detached from a lot of emotions. They just really don't know how to be vulnerable. They could have been raised in an environment where vulnerability was a weakness for them. So this is somebody who comes off very strong, but they really want to be nurtured and cared for and loved and respected and valued. And I feel like you bring this into this person's life here, collective. And this is why you and this person are winning. This is why you don't have time for the karmic bullshit. I feel like you also encourage this person to try to be respectful to their ex, because there's feelings, there's feelings there, okay? You just can't really wipe, unless you really, couldn't stand the person or whatever. Sometimes people just get distant. All right. We have the Page of Pentacles, so you are something new, someone new coming into this person's life here. You're bringing new ideas, new creations to this person, okay? I feel like this is something that they value. Yeah, you're just something new here, collective. Something new, inventive. Like, this is somebody who enjoys the fact that you are able to present new things to them, new ideas, even ways to maybe even invest. We have the Ten of Wands. I feel like somebody sees how you handle your struggles, your responsibilities. I feel like you teach this person how to take on a lot but still show up as if there isn't nothing going on in your background. I feel like, you have been open and vulnerable. I feel like this is somebody who knows where you carry a lot of things, okay? But they see you. It's like you never give up. You're very, I don't want to say optimistic, but you're very knowledgeable. You have like a lot of wisdom that you want to share here. And I feel like even though it could be a lot going on for you at this time, that this is somebody who sees you as very strong, okay? They see you as very strong, how you handle the responsibilities that you do carry. We have the Knight of Cups, and this is why they're coming in to offer some sort of love and abundance your way, because this is somebody who wants you to be, they don't want you to feel like you're weighed down. This is somebody who wants to help you carry the load here, okay? I still feel like here, collective, the Knight of Cups, I feel like it may have taken you a little while to give this person a part of you when it comes to emotions, okay? Yeah, I see this because you do carry a lot, and you don't want to have to be bullshitted, and you don't want to have to continuously keep starting over with the Page of Pentacles. But this is somebody who knows that, you know what, you still have a lot to offer, okay? In love, in relationship, partnership. And it's something about the way that you communicate these things. We have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is somebody who knows that you know your worth. You do not hesitate when you have to detach or disconnect from things that are slowing you down. I do feel like this person sees or knows reason why you could be maybe even in some financial hardship because of the responsibilities in which you carry. It always feels like you're starting anew, but you still have some sort of love for this. And I feel like you know how to protect your own energy by the way that you move, by the way that you communicate, and by the way that you show it for yourself. And this is, if you have to remove yourself from something that's slowing you down, you will. And it doesn't matter who it is. I feel like this is somebody who admires this part of you. They may have had a hard time doing this because of where their background is. Okay. You're about to show this person real healthy love. And how to embrace the karmic energy, the toxic, the unhealthy traits of other people, including them. Yeah, the mask. You're about to reveal some sort of truth here. I feel like this is somebody who loves the fact that you call out some sort of darkness. And I'm sorry for the background noise where I'm positioned. I'm like outside my door is like, but I feel like this person admires the fact that you call out shit that other people won't call out, okay? Again, you have this detachment about you, but it's very healthy, it's very strong, it's dynamic. And even though you're carrying certain struggles, burdens, or whatever, you still have a lot love to offer. I feel like you were very slow at giving this person a part of you because I feel like you just had to see, especially knowing that they were in a very unhealthy, toxic dynamic. Though it may have appeared to be good, it was toxic. Okay, they are tied to someone who is very possessive. Like, I would rather this person be alone than be with anyone happy. I feel like here, collective, this person knows this. I feel like you call out a lot of truths, but at the same time, I do feel you giving some sort of grace to whatever this is as well. I feel like this is why this person is so attracted to you. You're moving on. This person is okay with starting new with you. They are okay with just packing up just very lightly. I feel like you make this person feel whole, even though it's their responsibility to make themselves feel whole. But I feel like this is somebody who needed the assistance, the care, and they're ready to tap in. They're ready to move right along. Okay, they're ready to start anew, see new things, explore, be free. Something about being happy and fulfilled. We have the 9 of Wands, and this is the 10 of Wands. This person comes from struggle as well. Yeah. So they understand you. You understand each other. This can also be something hard for this person to do. Moving on away from things that they are, used to, that they were karmically bound to. We have the Devil. This person knows that they gave their lives karmically to someone who appeared to be what they wanted at one point in time. Okay. I feel like this person knows that, you can still be bound to something, but you don't have to allow it to control you. Even though the Devil card is here, I'm not really picking up a whole, real bad feeling about it. Okay, because I feel like the moment this person learns that there is something that could possibly be holding them back, it could be their past. Okay, something that they could have done in their past. Maybe they were, promiscuous, or maybe they were cheaters, maybe they were liars, maybe it was something. Maybe they know that they affected the relationship and how the other person, their ex, viewed them. Maybe they know that they are partly responsible for some things here, but at the same time, knowing that if you can't get over something, that you can easily detach from it. Okay, and that's where I feel like you came in. I feel like somebody was definitely holding themselves hostage because they were also at fault at creating some sort of change in the relationship that they once felt was so happy and so healthy. Yeah, I feel like somebody made a mistake and they need to learn this quality of detachment. Yeah, they have to listen. They're about to learn something new from you here, collective. I feel like this is somebody who is open and willing to hear what you have to say. Not only hear, but listen, learn. Okay? They're open to understanding your wisdom. They want you to teach them. I'm about to finish this. We have the justice. Wow. Wow. So a lot of things is about to come balance. About a lot of things are about to become clear. Like I said, with this moon energy, you call shit out. Okay. At one point in time, this person may have been ashamed, but the way that you embrace this middle part, the way that you embrace this devil energy with a Knight of Cups, like you don't give it all of your emotional fulfillment, but you do show it some compassion. Okay, you don't enable it, is what I'm saying. You don't enable the bad behavior. Look, we have the star. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to cover her body for next time. Okay, but there's the star, and I feel like this is the rising star. You coming into this person's life, changing them for the better. Look, 3 of Wands. This person is ready to leave, turning back on what they thought was life. And it doesn't matter how old this person is, you are never too old to learn something new. And I feel like the two of you are going to share some sort of equal opportunity. It may be a business, it may be where this could be somebody who can be invested in your business. I feel like the two of you will be giving back to the community. You will be opening up organizations to bring balance, wealth, love back into your life, into your community. And I feel like this is going to be a collaborative effort here. Okay, I do feel like there's a lot of feelings of betrayal that can be circulating the relationship. I feel like this can be someone who could go back and forth with their emotions, especially with trust. Okay, and I feel like all of us, like many of us, can go back and forth with the things that we felt like we could have done differently, or done better. I do feel like this is just somebody who really needs to make their ex aware that they're not coming back, that it is time for them to start anew, okay, and move on. Yeah, this person had a snooping ex. A snooping ex. We have the wounded heart. It says, acknowledge and tend to past emotional wounds. Healing begins with self-compassion. I feel like this is that devil energy and this Knight of Cups energy right here. I feel like you understand where this person is coming from. You also can, inform the person that their behavior was incorrect. They could have dealt with a situation horribly, and they can say, what I did, I made a mistake, a big mistake. And I feel like this person knows that that your person made a mistake, and they want to hold this over them to feel more powerful and more in control. But it pushed your person away into your life. And again, it could have been a struggle at first. It could have been resistance here between you and them, because there's a lot of baggage coming in from both ways, your ways, their ways. It probably seemed like it wasn't the right time. Something could have been about timing, when this was all like the universe's plan, how the two of you were going to dig yourselves out of this together. It's just that somebody had to be willing and able to trust the process and to follow it. Okay. Let me get your energy. Let me get the collective energy. We have soul contracts and lessons. The people who trigger you most are often your greatest spiritual teachers. Again, I feel like this is somebody who came into your life. Like I said, they're dealing with baggage. You have baggage. It could have just happened at a time where you felt like it wasn't supposed to happen. This was definitely a soul contract on how you would handle certain things. Like I said, collective, you're used to detaching, starting over, starting anew. There was something that told you to just stop, wait, pause, and look at your own repeated cycles. And you learn how to fight through them and stop running. You stop running. Let me get this collective's person. And again, this can be somebody that you're currently with or somebody who is coming in. We have letting go of the old you. So this is somebody who is letting go of the old so that he can be fully invested in you. You are not who you were. Honor your past, but do not cling to it. Like I said, this could be somebody who, could have been a cheater. This could have been somebody who was a Casanova. This could have been somebody who was a liar. This could have been somebody that was a this, that was a that. And that's not them anymore. And I feel like because this energy sat with this old ex-lover, the ex-lover cannot see past what they were. But with you here, collective, okay, and it's not saying that they're running away. It's like, well, damn, how many times you want to sit in a situation where somebody continues to say they don't trust you? They don't this, they don't this, they don't this. And it's like, well, then damn, let me go. Let me go. So the both of you are connected with the wounded heart. Okay? And it doesn't make it bad. Okay? It doesn't make it bad. But this is definitely somebody who is not the same as they once was. This is all I have for you. I hope the message resonated. I hope that this helped. Until next time, peace.